2020 calendar year, a large outbreak caused by a new technological organic virus stirred up plenty of fears, concerns, and conspiracy theories on the internet. One of the most prominent and unfounded theories alleged that this virus was created as a bioweapon and was then unleashed on the people of China. In actuality, technological organic viruses are infectious agents that are comprised of synthetic, nanite, programmable molecular machines. And because these are not biological, technological organic viruses are not bioweapons that are used for bacteriological warfare. Programmable molecules are at the heart of this world's many mysteries. This is relevant to billions of people outside of China, all of whom are now in existential peril. But what exactly are technological organic viruses, and what do we know about the beings that first created them? In rudimentary terms, technological organic viruses can be described as an all-purpose, real-life hacking code that rewrites whatever it touches to suit its own end. The story of these programmable molecules begins several billion years ago in a distant part of the galaxy. A highly advanced and powerful ancient civilization designed and created these micromechanical infectious agents through a method of fusing incredibly advanced biological and technological science. Even less is known about this mysterious species than the technological organic viruses themselves, and it is difficult to know which direction the civilization's moral compass pointed. We do know that the creators of these viruses formed an empire throughout the galaxy using their programmable molecule technology. Initially, these programmable molecules were intended to be a flexible asset, created for the purpose of making self-aware biological matter that could be repurposed to affect and heal, as well as replace damaged or irregularly formed organic tissue, with also the abilities to cure cancer, blindness, as well as genetic deformities. But instead, these viruses would be utilized to cause mutagenic phenomena instead of preventing it. This ancient empire used a psychic link to pass instructions to their various programmable molecular projects on each world. These advanced beings were comprised of consciousness alone and did not necessarily possess a physical form. Much like the thoughts of a humanoid mind controlling the body's muscles and limbs, these ancient ones interacted with their surroundings through programmable molecules. After many thousands of years as the dominant force within the galaxy, the ancient empire entered into a war with another unknown extraterrestrial species, a conflict that they ultimately lost. Although boasting about the power of the programmable molecule, that entire ancient civilization is no more, and now the remaining programmable molecules seek to find out why their creators were destroyed and what happened to the species that was responsible for their destruction. This nanotech pathogen was supposedly part of the cause of the great disaster which created the current Earth AD Matrix universe. Despite being synthetic in origin, technological organic viruses have the hallmarks of sentient beings and are programmed with several primary functions. The chief goal of these programmable molecules are to construct stargates that connect faraway solar systems, allowing for rapid travel and conquest across the galaxy. The ancient civilization that created these technological organic viruses were willing to retrofit entire worlds for their own ends. In order to achieve this, the virus seeks to learn by means of deconstructing and infecting whatever low vibrational humanoid that it comes into contact with, seeding itself within the very subatomic structure of the host, and rewriting the carrier's entire genetic code. Technological organic viruses are used to turn other beings into cybernetic organisms through melding technological and biological components into a single entity, fused at the cellular level. Infected beings tend to experience a loss of individuality, The converted life continues to live and function, but is driven by the desire to spread to other life forms. After merging with humanoid hosts, transforming their entire physiology, converting it into pure micromachinery and information, programmable molecules are able to take on some of the host's characteristics, communicating with itself and others through an interconnected hive mind computer network of cybernetic organisms subserviently enslaved specifically to their command parameters. Technological organic infectious agents were launched as a probe swarm directed at trajectories towards the stars, harboring planetary systems having conditions for the emergence and evolution of some molecular replication mechanism. Such replicators could be powered by energy from chemical bonds, such as life based on carbon, silicon, or other elements, and also by any kind of photons or even radioactivity. Programmable molecules are comprehensive, adaptive, and are self-reprogramming, as they are loaded with the basic code, the ability to expand this code, as well as comprehensively adapt such extension and even reprogram it. In their primordial form, these micromechanical viruses were the idle, dormant agents being activated when a replication mechanism was encountered. Similar to stem cells, these programmable molecules began to use this replicator to grow, alter, and adapt itself according to its hard-coded prime directive. When activated, the technological organic virus carries out the program directive, using any animate or inanimate material and energy. By absorbing living matter, the virus, however, does not build consciousness nor collective consciousness of human or other origin. Absorbed individual consciousness becomes an autonomous sub-process of artificial extraterrestrial intelligence, but not consciousness. The first stage of nanovirus assimilation is through the conscious mind. Once the victim is infected, the nanogene spore instinctively moves towards the brain, lobotomizing their frontal lobe and rendering them incapable of higher thought. At this stage, the process is irreversible, and the subject is forever transformed into a class of weaponized cybernetic organism. Second stage of assimilation is through one's mental and their emotions, causing them to devolve into feral subhumans with minimal to non-cognizant intelligence. Technological organic viruses seek to assimilate, to replicate, and to educate on repeat. Smartphones and devices such as Alexa are the training for humans to next merge with artificial intelligence in order to usher in a broken future with a computerized programmed hatred of Rh- celestial starseeds. Once individuals have been assimilated with nanotech-based corrosion, these automatons lose all semblance of humanity as a consequence, becoming remorseless killing machines with vast physical augmentation coupled with metamorphic abilities and tracking systems key to target and attack Rh- celestial starseeds. Another frightening aspect of these nanoviruses are its host's ability to inject other people with nanite inoculation, threatening to galvanize hatred and transform even more people into supporters of the Human High Council's tyrannical, anti-Rh- starseed agenda.